Hey everyone. So today I want to talk about something using this really powerful metaphor, one that might actually change the way you look at your day. It's all about an overfilled teacup, but trust me, it holds this incredible lesson on how to avoid burnout and find a kind of success that actually feels good. Let's dive in.
Okay, so picture this. Your alarm goes off. Before your feet even hit the floor, does that feeling of pressure just wash over you? That sense that a race has just started and you're already falling behind? Yeah, for way too many of us, that's just a normal morning. You roll over, you grab your phone, and boom, there it is. The checklist. But it doesn't really feel like a plan, does it? It feels more like a test. A huge list of things you have to get exactly right. And if you miss just one tiny thing, it feels like you failed the entire day. All of that constant pressure, day in and day out, it creates this really harsh inner critic, like a judge who is constantly looking over your shoulder. And this leads to a really strange, really human paradox in how we treat people. I mean, just think about the difference here. When a friend messes up, what's our first instinct? We offer compassion, right? We say things like, hey, it's okay, everybody makes mistakes. But when we're the one who makes that same mistake, oh, that inner voice can be absolutely brutal. We say things to ourselves we would never dream of saying to anyone else. And that brings us to this really big question. What is going on here? Why are we so good at offering kindness and understanding to literally everyone else, but we save our harshest, cruelest criticism for ourselves? To really get to the bottom of that, there's this fantastic little story I want to share with you. It's a simple story about a young man, a wise master, and a cup of tea, but it just perfectly explains this whole internal battle we go through. So this young man, he was a total go-getter. On the outside, he was incredibly successful, but on the inside, he just felt like something was always missing. He goes to this master and just unloads all of his stress, asking, how can I be better? How do I stop making mistakes? How do I get everything on my list done? And the master, he doesn't launch into some big philosophical speech. He doesn't give him a 5-step plan. He just listens patiently, picks up a teapot, and quietly starts pouring tea into the young man's cup. So the tea fills the cup all the way to the brim, and then the master just keeps pouring. Tea starts spilling over the side, running all over the table, and the young man, totally alarmed, finally yells out, "Stop! It's full. You can't add anything else to it." And the master just looks at him and says, "You are like this cup." And that's the light bulb moment, right? The young man's life was so crammed full of tasks, worries, and expectations that there was literally no space left. No room to think, no room to rest, and absolutely zero room to make a mistake. So the real lesson here isn't that we need to work harder or become more perfect. The solution is to actually create some empty space in the cup. And the way we do that is through something called self-compassion. Now, this isn't some fluffy, feel-good idea. In fact, research, like the stuff you'll see in the Harvard Business Review, shows it's the total opposite of being lazy. Self-compassion is a powerful tool for resilience. It's really just the practice of treating yourself with the same kindness you would automatically give to a friend who's having a tough time. And the benefits are huge. When you stop beating yourself up, you have so much more energy to actually bounce back from a setback. And when you're not terrified of failing, you suddenly have the courage to try new things, to take risks. It's about building real, genuine emotional strength. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? How do we practice this? Well, this is a skill you can totally build. Let's walk through 4 really practical ways you can start creating that empty space in your own cup. First up, just start noticing your self-talk. When you hear that inner critic pop up, consciously swap its words for something you'd say to a friend, like, "It's okay, I'm just learning." Second, give yourself permission to actually rest. Resting is not failure, it's refueling. Third, and this is a big one, accept that you are not and were never meant to be perfect. And finally, start reframing your mistakes. A mistake isn't proof that you're a failure, it's just data. It's a chance to learn something new. When you start to build these habits, it completely flips the script on what a successful day even looks like. We can throw out that old, impossible checklist we started with and replace it with something way more powerful and, well, way more human. What if this was the only thing you had to check off at night? Not, did I do everything perfectly, but simply, did I do my best today, and can I be kind to myself no matter how it turned out? Real success might just be getting to answer yes to that question. You know, it's pretty wild when you think about it. Our entire society is set up like a race. We're taught from day one to run faster, to be more productive, to optimize everything. But the single most important skill you need for any long race, knowing how to pace yourself, how to rest, how to be kind to your own body, is the one thing we're almost never taught. So I'll leave you with this thought. Maybe the most important checklist you can have just has one single question on it. It's a question worth asking yourself throughout the day, a little reminder to make sure your own cup never gets so full that there's no room left for you.